Hi, it's Rachel with Jezebel, and today we are going to work on loose leash walking. So she's exposed to the techniques before we have her and Akira do them together. Now she is super excited and pulling a bit harder than Akira has. So just speaking before really working with her, I think we might have to work on the loose leash walking with her separately more than we do with Akira for her to get up to the same level. I know they do get stressed being apart from each other, but she definitely seems to be bounding forward more and taking off more than Akira does. So, just going to take lots of practice. We are going to start out by doing the same two methods that I showed you with Akira. So the first, you have your thumb through the loop, make a fist so you have a nice tight hold on the leash. Give her the whole leash so she has plenty of room to walk around and explore. Hush, hush, hush. Usually we don't use treats for the loose leash walking because the treat is we get to continue our walk. Now the first method that I'm going to try with her is the back method. You're walking along, she starts pulling, your arm is straight, so you plant your feet, pat your leg and say, Jezebel back. Good girl. And she comes to you like that, giving you some nice slack in the leash. When you have this slack, then you can continue. So I'm going to walk her around a bit and see how she does with that. And we'll go from there. So come on. Back. Good girl. Back. Jezebel back. Good girl. Jezebel back. 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 Good girl. Come on. Jezebel back. Good girl. Come on. Jezebel back. Good girl. Good job. Alright, she's mellowing out very quickly. Jezebel back, which is very good. Jezebel back. Good girl. Back. Good girl. Jezebel back. Jezebel back. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, so I want to keep doing this till I can make a lap there and back without having to tell her back at all. She's already doing really well, and she's getting used to this area. That's one of the pros of working in a smaller area like this, kind of just what the camera shows, is that they get used to it so they get extra practice walking on a nice loose leash. Of course, you want to take them out and expose them to different areas where they want to check things out, they get excited, they have different distractions, so you can practice those, because of course that's real life, but it's good to practice in a small area to where you can practice doing it well and stop adding new challenges constantly. So, here we go. Good girl. Jezebel back. Good girl. Jezebel back. Good girl. Okay, so that was really great. She's not pulling anywhere near as hard, and she's a lot easier to correct. And I only did it twice and going down and back there, so that's really good. I'm going to do it one last time using the back method, and I think that should be good. Jezebel back. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Jezebel. Good girl. All right, that was really great. As you can see there, she's looking at me a lot more. We have a lot more eye contact, which I love to see. That lets me know that she's learning, and instead of just running around like crazy trying to check everything out and sniff things. She's now paying attention to me, and she's looking to me for instructions. So that's really good. That just goes to show with just 5 minutes of working with her, there's already a big improvement. Alright, now we're going to keep doing this, and I might open up that white fence a little bit to provide some incentive for her to want to go through there, and we're going to do the reverse method. Now remember, the reverse method is where you're walking, she starts pulling, you turn 180 degrees, give the leash a little wiggle or tug, and say, Jezebel, this way, and go off in the other direction. That also works well if she's lagging behind, because you can just continue in the same way. And a lot of times when the dogs are super excited, it works better to get their attention, because instead of just waiting for them to come back, you're taking off in the other direction and they want to follow you. Jezebel, come here. Okay, so we're going to practice that and see how she does. This way. Good girl. Good girl. Jezebel, this way. Good girl. Jezebel, this way. Good girl. This way. Jezebel, this way. This way. This way. Jezebel, this way. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, that is fantastic. You can see she's a lot more relaxed now, which comes with time, and we've been in the same general area, but she's getting a lot better. She's much more responsive than she was when I first brought her out, and we're able to walk a lot on a loose leash. You can see I just had one hand, we were moseying along and had all this slack, which is really great to see. So I'm very proud of her there. Good girl. Good girl. Now, what I would suggest is when you do practice this loose leash walking, especially when you have both of them together, go for a walk around your neighborhood, and because they could get really excited, and I won't know until I work with both of them together to kind of see how they are, I would definitely suggest doing it after you bring them to daycare, because here they're running and playing and up all day instead of just, you know, napping at home or in a crate or something like that, and so they get a lot more exercise and they're more tired. That way it's easier to kind of get through to them, and they don't have as much spunk and energy to like be going out and you know, trying to charge off in each direction and things like that. Also, if you're walking her in a bigger area than like what's on camera here, and she's still pulling, definitely, you know, try it after a day of daycare. Maybe take her for a run or a bike ride just to kind of take that edge off, and then train her. That's what we do here at It's Dog Play. We do the training in the afternoon, so the dogs have had a chance to get their energy out, see everyone play, and then once they have the edge taken off, then we train them, because they aren't as distracted, they're more calm, and feel good after getting those endorphins pumping, and all of that. She did a really great job, because she does seem more nervous and kind of high energy than Akira. I think it might work, but when you do the walking and healing, especially to have her on the inside, where you're a little bit closer to her, have some more control, and Akira on the outside, kind of as a buffer between you and the world. Alright, she's done a great job. Remember these two techniques and use them both with each dog, and use them together. Practice this at least 20 to 30 minutes a day to really see those results. That way the loose leash walking becomes a habit for each of the dogs. Alright, this was Rachel and Jezebel, and we are working on loose leash walking.